Okay, YouTube, so 13 days of Friday, day 12. So we've finally finished with the Friday the 13th films. So now I'm reviewing the last one, Friday the 13th, the 2009 remake. So it stars that guy from Supernatural, Danielle Pennebaker, and Derek Mears as Jason Voorhees. And this one was done by New Line and Paramount. Now, I don't know why New Line and Paramount didn't team up to do Freddy vs. Jason, is beyond me. So, the film opens up like the end of the original, where it's Friday the 13th of June, 1980, and Jason's mother Pamela is out on her raging killing spree again. Well, not again, she's doing the killing spree. And just like at the end of part 1 in the original 1980 film, she gets her head cut off. Little Jason sees it, and we actually see Jason go up to the body this time and take her head and the machete. Then after that we go to the well, at the time, the present day, it's 2015 now, so it's not 2009. We go to these group of teenagers, which are basically stoners, and in the area to get some weed, wild weed as well, to sell. I wasn't meant to rhyme. So what it is, one of them is wanting to, bum about in the tent. The other one just goes for a piss and gets stoned because he ain't got a girlfriend. The other two, they go off into the camp and find the cabins. Next thing they know, they're all getting killed by Jason Voorhees. There's the classic tent sleeping bag kill, where he hangs a girl, doesn't smack her against a tree, hangs her above a burning fire and kills her. And then there's one where a guy steps in a bear trap and stuff. Jason, when we first see him, he's got the bag on his head. Basically they want to give a huge reference and a nod to part 2. And that was the opening scene, about 10-15 minutes of the opening scene. It's like the opening scene was in 2 parts, with the ending of the redo of the original ending of the first one and stuff. So anyway, we go 6 weeks later, and a guy's looking for his guy called Clay, who is one of our protagonists, is looking for his sister Whitney, who is the girl who Jason didn't kill because she reminds him of his mother. Anyway, he's looking around, handing out flyers and that, and he comes across the group of teens going to a local cabin at Crystal Lake. But the main guy, who I can't remember his name, but he's a knobhead, so you sort of don't feel sorry for him when he dies because he's a bit of a dick. So, anyway, he goes on looking for his sister, Danielle Pennebaker. They all get to the cabin, and Danielle Pennebaker's character offers to help him, ask if he wants company. There's a bit where a girl's water skiing and the guy is driving the boat, and he gets arrowed in the head, and then she gets hit by the boat, but survives, and then Jason, stabs her from underneath the pier. So, yeah. Mother, she's coming to bed. It's about 10 to 11 at night. I'm doing this up because today's been Thursday and it's a work day for me, so it's been busy with me. I've not had time at all today to watch anything, so I've just finished watching the remake now. So, yeah, so, they all get picked off one by one. All the teens and that go to the cabin for, as usual in all the Friday films, for a good time, smoking weed, drinking alcohol, and taking, and having sex and that, letting their guard down when there's a nutter on the loose. And Jason kills them all, axing and jabbing and stabbing and stuff, and strangulation and stabbing, impalement. So, yeah, eventually it's left down to Danielle Pennebaker and Clay. I can't remember Danielle Pennebaker's character's name. So anyway, they find Whitney in this like secret underground hideout that Jason's been living in. Jason chose not to kill her because she reminded him of his mother Pamela. So they find Whitney, and as they're making their escape, Jason kills Danielle Pennebaker and she dies. Next thing, they have a big finale where they're fighting Jason, and like in part 2, she confuses Jason for a moment. Whitney does, because she looks like his mother. And then they catch him, get him, chain him up, and put him, and then stab him and put him in like this machine wood, shredder thing. Then they throw his body in the lake, and just like typical Friday the 13th, they think he's dead until BAM! He jumps out of the lake, and he kills them, and that's how the film ends. So yeah, Friday the 13th, 2009 remake. I'm not trying to rush this because I'm like knackered and that, and I want to go to bed. So yeah, Friday the 13th, 2009 remake. I'm gonna give it a good. You know what? I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5. Because it wasn't a bad remake. I'm usually hard to impress when it comes to horror movie remakes, but this one, I was impressed by it. Like, had the plots and elements of like what parts 1 to 4 mashed up together into one film, and how it had all those huge nods to the references to the original films. So yeah. So if you, as usual, if you like this video, please give it a like. If you want to share, please feel free to share it. Also, I'm on social media, Facebook. Please like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter to stay updated on what I go up to when I'm not on YouTube. And also, so there'll be links to those in the description below. You can watch all 12 horror movie reviews now in a link in the description below. So yeah, is there anything else I'm missing? I don't think there is. So yeah, subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you after this one. And join me tomorrow where I'll be doing Friday the 13th. Yeah. Also, I'm not working tomorrow, so yeah, Friday the 13th, and it'll be my Friday the 13th special. So yeah, I'll leave links to my first 2 Friday the 13th specials also in the description below. So yeah, tomorrow's Friday the 13th, and I'll see you then with my Friday the 13th special, discussing the evolution and the portrayals of actors who will play Jason and stuff. That's what I'm going to be doing. So yeah, till next time, goodbye friends.